Hello and welcome. Today we wanted to share a self-care coloring tip.
So we've heard a lot about coloring, how good it is. It's a little meditative. But for us, I feel like traditional coloring sheets, they just weren't working. I feel like maybe they were too big. And I didn't feel like I had the time to finish them, so I didn't want to start them. But we've discovered of a system that's really good for us.
Yeah, it's kind of our take on neurocoloring, if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah, that neurographic coloring.
Neurographic coloring. But because we're caregivers, right? So we don't have a lot of time. Yet, if we're doing activities with the person we're caring for, it's very easy to just pull out a coloring sheet and let them color. You might as well be coloring right next to them, giving yourself a time to make put that oxygen mask on, right? This way, also, they see that you're doing it, they'll be more engaged with doing it themselves.
Put on some nice music.
Yes.
And just have a nice time for these whatever. I don't think this was any longer than 30 minutes, but it could be shorter, it could be longer, up to you. You make it yours.
So to make it kind of easy for us, we ended up using 3x5 cards because then it's not a great big sheet of paper.
They're 4x6.
Oh, all right. One of the things I do, because it's neuro, right, is I draw a line that represents me, I draw a line that represents them, and then I draw a line that represents whatever I want to incorporate into the day sharing with them. So the third line is love.
I just draw lines.
There's no wrong way.
There's no wrong way. And then what you're gonna do is take these lines and then find or create circles, and then you're gonna color in the spaces. So you're rounding the sharpness of the lines.
And then neurologically, you're kind of making connections. You're helping your mind make connections to the things that maybe are stressing you, worrying you.
Give it a couple of days. It's more relaxing than you'd think. You start with the sharp lines, you start adding these circles, and then eventually you get to something kind of interesting looking. And then you can get out the pencils or the markers. And it's more fun than you'd think, and it doesn't take that much time. You can have it with your morning coffee, watching the news, something. Maybe your loved one's doing something, and you're at the table together.
Right.
They're doing their thing, but you're doing something maybe that fills you up a little bit more.
Yeah, and one of the first things caregivers tend to give up is their chance to create.
Yeah.
Right?
We're so busy.
You're so busy. You got to do laundry. You got to do the dishes. You got to do laundry again. We get it. There's a lot on your plate, but you will be able to come and be more compassionate with the person you're caring for if you've put that oxygen mask on. If you've created a little something for you, even if it's just a 15-minute coloring session.
Yeah. I was impressed, amazed how well this has worked for me, And so here's some samples of finished ones that we've been doing, because we've been doing this since about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah. We've been coloring off and on.
Yeah.
But one morning we even made one that looked a lot like the weather map, because that was kind of stressful, but it worked.
We were watching the news, and we just, it's multitasking, but in kind of a colorful, soothing way. So I'll put some the links below for some of the items that we use, but we found those note cards in a lot of different places. The dollar stores got stuff. You want a dark, thick marker to do the coloring. We've been using Sharpies. I'm sure there's plenty of other, you could use finer pens if you like. I mean, really make it yours, but it's really been a lot of fun to do. And we've just
Yeah,
I'm amazed. I'm amazed.
I kind of feel like I've even gained some clarity. And who couldn't use more clarity during the day, right?
Yeah. And you know, filling your cup, as we all know, fill your cup up a little bit. You can help others better. You're calmer. We're more peaceful. We're more loving.
Yes. And like Kristen mentioned, if you want, throw in some calming music. There's all kinds of calm, fun music. Put on your favorite stuff. You're even able, if you want, you could go to one of the links of music here and stream it while you color. There's also, in the description is also a link to my sound therapy music site on YouTube, and you can just play that, have that going in the background.
Yeah.
Find your inner calm.
Find your inner calm.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Take care. Happy coloring.
Happy coloring. Bye.
Bye.